In the heart of the 19th century, a time of great innovation and discovery, one man stood at the forefront of a revolution that would change the way humanity communicated forever. This man was Alexander Graham Bell, a name that would become synonymous with the invention of the telephone. But the story of Bell is not just about the invention itself. It is a tale of passion, perseverance, and the relentless pursuit of connection. Born on March 3rd, 1847, in Edinburgh, Scotland, Alexander Graham Bell was surrounded by a family deeply involved in the study of sound and speech. His mother, Eliza Grace Simons, was deaf, and his father, Alexander Melville Bell, was a renowned teacher of the deaf. Growing up in this environment, Alexander developed a profound understanding of the challenges faced by those who could not hear. This early exposure to the world of sound and silence would shape his future endeavors. As a young boy, Bell was curious and inventive. He often experimented with various devices, trying to understand how sound worked. His fascination with communication grew as he witnessed the struggles of his mother and others like her. He longed to create a device that could bridge the gap between the hearing and the deaf, allowing for a more profound connection among people. In 1870, seeking new opportunities, the Bell family emigrated to the United States. As the ship sails toward the horizon, it carries with it the hopes and dreams of countless souls seeking a new beginning. Each wave that crashes against the hull symbolizes the challenges they have faced, and each gust of wind whispers promises of opportunity. For these brave individuals, the journey to America is not just a passage across the sea. It is a leap of faith into the unknown, a chance to build a better life for themselves and their families. In the heart of their new American home, the Bell family found a sanctuary filled with warmth and promise. It was a place where dreams of the future mingled with the comforts of the present. Here, in this modest yet welcoming space, Alexander Graham Bell and his family began to lay down roots. The room was a reflection of their journey, a blend of old traditions and new beginnings. As the sun rose over the vibrant city of Boston, a young Alexander Graham Bell stepped out of his new home, his heart racing with excitement and curiosity. The streets were alive with the sounds of commerce and conversation, a symphony of life that beckoned him to explore. Everywhere he looked, there were wonders to behold. The air was filled with the scent of fresh bread from the bakeries, and the lively chatter of townsfolk created a backdrop of energy that fueled his imagination. Alexander Graham Bell began teaching at a school for the deaf. His passion for helping his students communicate fueled his desire to invent a device that could transmit sound. He believed that if he could harness the power of electricity, he could create a machine that would allow voices to travel over wires. One day, his curiosity led him to a nearby shop where the window displayed an array of scientific instruments. Bell pressed his face against the glass, his mind racing with ideas. Each tool represented a possibility, a step closer to his dream of connecting people through sound. With each step, Bell absorbed the spirit of Boston, the bustling markets, the lively discussions, and the shared dreams of its people. He felt a deep connection to this city, a place where his aspirations could take root and flourish. Year after year, Bell's journey to invent the telephone was not without its challenges. He began experimenting with various devices, including the harmonic telegraph, which could send multiple messages over a single wire. However, Bell's true vision was to transmit the human voice itself. He worked tirelessly, often late into the night, surrounded by wires, metal parts, and sketches of his ideas. In 1875, after years of experimentation, Bell and his assistant, Thomas Watson, made a breakthrough. They discovered that by using a diaphragm to convert sound waves into electrical signals, they could transmit voice over a wire. This was a pivotal moment in Bell's journey, but the road ahead was still fraught with obstacles. In a separate room, Thomas Watson sat, his hands busy with the intricate components of their latest invention. The air was thick with anticipation, as he awaited the moment that could change everything. Bell said, "Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you." In that instant, the impossible became reality. Watson's heart raced as he recognized the voice of his friend and partner, Alexander Graham Bell, echoing through the wires. It was a moment of pure astonishment, a voice traveling through the air, defying the boundaries of distance. Watson said, "Bell, you did it. You really did it." On March 10, 1876, the moment that would change history arrived. The excitement of that moment was indescribable. Bell had achieved what many thought impossible. However, the challenge of introducing this revolutionary invention to the public loomed large. Despite the success of his initial demonstration, Bell faced skepticism from the public and potential investors. Many people were accustomed to the telegraph, which had been the primary means of long-distance communication. They were hesitant to embrace a new technology that seemed so foreign. Determined to prove the value of his invention, Bell embarked on a series of demonstrations. He traveled across the country, showcasing the telephone's capabilities. In one memorable demonstration, he connected two cities, allowing people to converse over a distance of several miles. The astonishment of the audience began to shift public perception. The turning point came during the Philadelphia Centennial Exposition in 1876, a grand event celebrating America's 100th birthday. Bell set up a booth to demonstrate his invention. The crowd was curious but skeptical. With a deep breath, he called out to Watson, who was stationed in another part of the exhibition hall. As Watson's voice echoed back through the device, the audience gasped in disbelief. "Ladies and gentlemen," Bell proclaimed, "this is the future of communication." The crowd erupted in applause, and the tide began to turn. People started to see the potential of the telephone, not just as a novelty, but as a tool that could transform society. As the days turned into weeks, the telephone gained popularity. Bell's invention revolutionized communication, making it possible for families to stay in touch, businesses to operate more efficiently, and friends to connect regardless of distance. The telephone became a symbol of progress, bridging gaps and bringing people closer together. Bell's perseverance paid off, and he became a celebrated figure. He founded the Bell Telephone Company, which would grow into one of the largest telecommunications companies in the world. His invention laid the foundation for the modern telecommunications industry, forever changing the way people interacted. Bell's story is not just about the invention of the telephone, it is about the power of communication and the human spirit's ability to overcome challenges. His journey serves as a reminder that with determination and passion, even the most ambitious dreams can become a reality. Today, the telephone has evolved into a myriad of forms, from landlines to smartphones, but the essence of Bell's invention remains. It has connected billions of people across the globe, allowing for the exchange of ideas, emotions, and experiences. In the end, Alexander Graham Bell's legacy is one of connection. His invention of the telephone transformed the world, making it smaller and more interconnected. As we pick up our phones today, we can trace our ability to communicate back to that fateful day in 1876 when Bell uttered those groundbreaking words. His story continues to inspire generations, reminding us of the importance of communication and the relentless pursuit of innovation.